Breaking this afternoon, the three men who killed Ahmaud Arbery just sentenced in a Georgia courtroom. Travis McMichael, his father Gregory McMichael, given life without parole. William Roddy Bryant sentenced to life with the possibility of parole. They killed Arbery in February of 2020 while he was out for a run. NBC News correspondent Katie Beck is outside the courthouse in Brunswick, Georgia. Katie, could you break down the judge's decision for us? What did he say and how are people there reacting?
Sure, Allison, the judge gave a very lengthy explanation about why he made the decision he did. Really, the first time we've had a window into how the judge feels about this case. He said Ahmaud Arbery's murder was a tragedy. This was a boy with dreams, and that he felt that we needed to sort of take this as a teaching moment about communities and about neighbors. He basically handed down the toughest possible sentence that he could for the McMichaels and gave a slightly lesser sentence for Roddy Bryant, but that was based on remorse. He said he felt the McMichaels throughout the trial and throughout the course of events in the case demonstrated little remorse for what they had done. And he felt because of the fact that there were so many serious charges, he simply could not ignore what the jury had decided with their guilty verdict, that he needed to hold them accountable today. And that is what he said. This is about accountability for the actions that they took on that day. And that is what dictated his sentence today.
At a minimum, Ahmaud Arbery's death should force us to consider expanding our definition of what a neighbor may be and how we treat them. I argue that maybe a neighbor is more than the people who just own property around your house. I also believe that in assuming the worst in others, we show our worst character.
Now, we also heard emotional testimony earlier today from Ahmaud's mother and Ahmaud's father, who both took the stands and gave victim impact statements, talking about how proud they were of their son, how much they'll miss him, and how the images of him being executed in the street that day will haunt them every day for the rest of their lives. Allison.
Yeah, Katie, tell us more about that. We know that his mother spoke at today's hearing. Tell us more about what she said and who else spoke in court before that sentencing.
Well, she laid out her case as to why she wanted the judge to give a life sentence without parole. The defense attorneys for the three defendants gave some indication that they felt that was too harsh, that should be reserved for the worst of the worst, and that the McMichaels could, over time, be rehabilitated and grow while they were in prison. But clearly, there was a persuasiveness about hearing from Ahmaud's mother, who said simply that they tried to intimidate her son, and when he wouldn't be intimidated, they shot and killed him. The judge also brought that up in his sentencing remarks, that comment she made on the stand actually had a very strong impact in his decision as well. He felt that the lack of remorse from the McMichaels was overwhelming, and that he felt that is why they deserve the maximum here.
My family is going to miss Ahmaud. We're going to miss his jokes, his impersonations, his warm smile. These men deserve the maximum sentence for their crimes. Ahmaud never said a word to them. He never threatened them. He just wanted to be left alone.
And this is actually not where the story ends for these three defendants. They are actually facing a federal trial in about a month from now based on hate crimes. So this center stage will change. In this particular case, race came into play very little. It was sort of silent in the criminal prosecution. But in the federal trial, Ahmaud's mother says she believes they should be held fully accountable there as well. Allison.
All right, Katie, back in Brunswick, Georgia, thank you so much for your reporting today.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.